Hello, we are your friends from the Office of Early Childhood at the Mississippi Department of Education. I'm Oki, and I like to teach through song and play.
I'm Candace. I like to pop in and help make activities easier.
I'm Marissa, and I like to make learning fun. And this is the Mockingbird. He's going to come and tweet us through every lesson, and he's our state bird.
And I'm Lemuel, and I love creating cool things with lots of fun stuff.
Welcome, welcome, friends today, friends that are here and far away. We will learn through meaningful play about our theme and question of the day. Welcome, welcome, friends today, friends that are here and far away.
Let's get ready to have some fun.
Welcome, friends. I wonder what we're going to do today. Let's go visit the Mockingbird and see what he tweeted for us today. Why do we see shadows? Why do we see shadows? What are shadows? Shadows are, we need light. We need some sort of light. Like right now I have light shining on me and I can see a shadow behind me on the whiteboard. I am making the shadow because I'm blocking the light. I'm an object. You know what? We have a video that I made with my son Hans, and I'd like to share it with you right now. We were outside and he learned about shadows. So will you watch with me? Hello, friends. We are outside today. I have my son Hans with me, and we're going to talk about shadows. Hans, what do you know about shadows?
You can only see them at daytime because and you can not see them at other times because it doesn't show light pollution.
Oh, so you need light to have a shadow? What else do you know about shadows?
That they only can be, like, they can be shown on the ground, trees, or leaves.
So the ground can show shadows and the trees can show shadows.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Except on the camera. Only if it's dark and it's sunny on the other side of the camera, you can't see your shadow because the trees are blocking it. You can't do it.
So if the trees are blocking the sun, we can't see a shadow. So I want you to stand up, not on the table. Come stand up over here on the ground. Can you move around so we can see your shadow? Where is it? I don't see your shadow over there. Can you get where we can see? Oh, stop right there, freeze. Oh, what is that? What is this I see right here? This long thing that goes into the grass. It's your shadow. But when we came over here into this shaded area, what did we see over here?
Just some of them. Just some of them.
So Hans, you are correct. We have to have sunlight or a flashlight to make a shadow. Let us invite our friend Candace on with us. Hey, Candace.
Hi, Marissa.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. We just watched a video of Hans, my son, and we were outside, and he was walking all around outside talking about his shadow.
Oh, that's fun.
And I think some of our vocabulary words were in that video.
I think I heard some of those.
Yes. Will you talk with them with me?
Sure.
Okay, so this word right here is dark. And I have a picture of it dark outside. And I noticed when we had a shadow that behind me, you see my hand moving behind me on the whiteboard?
I did.
It's dark. My hand is the object blocking the light.
Oh,
and it's creating a dark shadow. Wow. And this word right here is pretend. And sometimes when we play with shadows, we like to pretend. And sometimes we can make bunny ears and pretend. And sometimes we can hop and pretend to be a bunny or a frog, like a ribbit. So we can pretend with our shadows. And this word right here is shadow. And you can see here's a girl, and there's the front of her shadow, and she turned back around, and here's the back side of her shadow. Wow. And this word is sidewalk. Some children in neighborhoods have a sidewalk that they can walk on that's a safe place to play with their shadows and not the street.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It is. It's nice. So I know that you have some vocabulary words that you can share with us for Spanish and sign language.
I do.
Okay.
So for our word dark, the Spanish word has two versions. One that's the female or the girl version, and one that's the male or boy version. And for the female, dark is oscura.
Oscura.
Very good, Marissa.
Wow.
Wow. Let's try the male version.
Okay.
Oscuro.
Oscuro.
Very good.
Yes.
You've been practicing your Spanish.
I've been trying. It's hard.
That's great. Well, I also can show you the sign for dark.
Okay.
So if you want to sign for dark, you're going to take your hands and put them up and then move them down like you're closing the shades.
Oh.
So you're going to start with them up and then close down.
Yes, I have blinds on my window, and when they're open, I close them.
There you go, and it takes the light away.
Yes, and it makes it dark inside. I like that. Oh, what's another word that you have?
Well, I also can teach you pretend.
Pretend.
So in Spanish, the word for pretend is fingir.
Fingir.
That's a little different, isn't it?
That is.
Yes, let's try it one more time. Fingir.
Fingir.
Very good. And the sign for pretend, you're going to take your fingers with your thumb right there up to your face and tap, tap, tap.
Tap, tap, tap.
And that means pretend.
Pretend. Huh. Pretend.
Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting. Well, thank you, Candace.
Sure.
You know what? I think with Lemuel, he's going to come up here and he's going to do an art activity, and we're going to talk about these vocabulary words too when we do his art activity.
What a great idea.
I can't wait. Will you come back and join us afterwards?
Sure.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye, bye, Candace. I cannot wait to see what Mr. Lemuel has in store for us. He's always got a big surprise for us. Let's see. Hey, Lemuel.
Hey, friend, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Hey,
How are
artist
you?
friends. Well, I heard that y'all were learning about what is a shadow
Yes.
and what the shadows make, the shapes and things. So I created a puppet show.
Oh.
And it's called Shadow Puppets. And so what you do is you can use whatever materials. I like to use something that's kind of a little stiff, or this is a back of my favorite cereal box, and I created a little stage here. And I cut out some silhouettes, and I glued them onto a straw. And you can see that they create just a shape. There's not any details on there. And what's so unique about this is kind of like a silhouette. And we're going to shine a light behind it, and it's going to show up on our screen here.
Oh, so we're going to be able to see the shadow?
Yes, and then I'll show you how we made them.
Okay, all right.
All right, so you're going to need a light source. You can either use a flashlight, or you may have a real fancy one here. I'm going to turn it on, and you can already see one of the shadows.
I see
that I
a
have, the
tree.
silhouette. I'm going to get you to hold this right
Yes.
here. Okay, just make sure you keep it there.
Okay.
And once upon a time, there was a little boy. And he was walking around, and he had lost his dog, and he couldn't find him.
Oh.
And then the dog was behind the tree. So I had to come out, and voila, there you have it. shadow puppets.
I like that.
And you can move them around and they can talk.
I noticed on the front, I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to point right here.
What's my light go
On
over?
the front, it's dark, just like our vocabulary word, and it's showing a shadow.
It does, and it's like a silhouette. And it's like the shadow you see on the ground.
Yes.
But in this case, you're shining the light behind the shape, and with this opaque kind of white backdrop, you can see it.
Oh, that is so neat. I can't wait to see how to make one.
Well, I'm gonna leave this here, and you can show Candace when she comes.
Oh, you know what? We've got a story that we can use that for.
Well, cool. So let me show you real quick how to make them.
Okay.
All right. So what you're gonna need is just some paper. Again, it works better if you have dark paper. You can use the inside of the cereal box after you cut it out. And you just draw your shape on it. So let's say I'm going to draw, just draw a circle.
Okay.
So let's say you're going to do the moon or something. So you cut that out, and you would have your shapes. So here's some shapes here I cut out.
Ooh.
This was left over from the tree.
Uh-huh.
So it could be the clouds. This was a butterfly I made one time before. But look at the shadow it makes.
Ah, see the shadow. It's the same thing.
Same thing. And then you just can use a straw, or if you have one of those little skewers or a little stick, you just peel this off and you can glue it or tape it. I'm going to borrow some of your tape here. You attach it to the back, and voila, you have a shadow puppet.
Oh, wow.
And so when you hold it in front, see the shadow it creates?
I do. I see the shadow behind. And we could pretend.
Yes. But it works really cool if you put it behind a piece of white paper, and then you have like a little stage, and it can kind of play and make believe and pretend and make up a
love
story.
that. Oh, Lemuel, that is great. I love this idea. And you know what? I can't wait to call Candace back up because she's going to help me with this story, and we're going to use this.
Well, I can't wait to hear about the story that y'all make up and pretend.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye, Lemuel.
Take care.
Thank you. Wasn't that cool? I'm going to set this right back up, and I'm going to invite Candace back on. Hey, Candace.
Hey, Marissa.
How are you?
I'm good. How was your visit with Lemuel?
It was great. We made this stage right here. Well, I didn't make it. Lemuel made it.
What's beautiful?
And he said that we could use it for our storytelling. So I thought it would be great if we could do that. Can you reach over there and get the light?
Sure.
And he said that we have to put the light right here on behind the box, which
Okay.
is our stage. And I have this perfect story. It's called Whistle for Willie.
Wow.
And we're going to pretend that this character right here, he's a boy. That's
see.
Willie.
Okay.
And then this is the dog. No, the dog's name is Willie. I'm sorry.
Oh, the dog is Willie.
The dog's name is Willie, and the boy's name is Peter.
Oh, okay.
So Peter, he wants to learn how to whistle.
Oh.
Can you whistle?
Oh, I can.
Oh, I can too. Yeah, you gotta pucker your lips really well. Well, Peter, he can't whistle.
Poor Peter.
So, will you put your Peter down?
Okay.
And there's Peter. And Peter is walking along on the sidewalk, and he's trying to find his dog, and he tries to whistle, and he can't whistle.
Oh, no. What's he gonna do?
I know, he saw another boy, and he heard another boy whistle, but Peter, he kept on trying. He kept trying to pucker his lips and whistle for his dog. And then all of a sudden, Peter saw his shadow on the sidewalk.
Cool.
We're talking about shadows, Candace.
And Peter saw his on the sidewalk?
He saw his shadow, and Peter tried to run away from it. Can Peter run on your puppet? Can you make Peter run?
Run
He's
away,
running.
run away.
And look, the shadow is just following him.
Uh-oh, he couldn't run away from it.
And then Peter, he went and hid. He tried to hide from his shadow.
He's gonna hide behind the tree?
He did. And you know what? Behind the tree was his dog, Willie. There's his dog, Willie.
Hey, Willie.
And you know what he learned to do? What? He learned to whistle.
Wow.
By the end of the story, he could whistle.
So he had to keep practicing and trying,
He
huh?
did. He had to keep practicing and trying. And when he whistled, his dog came running to him.
Hey, Willie.
This was fun, Candace. Thank you so much for playing that game with us.
Sure.
That makes me think, we have dogs at my house, and the dogs at home, they come to us too when we whistle.
Wow, that's really smart.
You have a dog at your house, don't you?
I do, but I don't think he knows how to come when you whistle. We'll have to practice.
I wonder if at home, do you have a dog at home? Can you whistle to your dog? What does your dog do when you whistle? Does your dog come? Try it and see. Pucker your lips like this and blow. Very good. If you didn't get it, you can keep trying.
That's what Peter had to do.
He did. He kept trying. He didn't stop. He persevered. So, I've got a letter game with shadows. Can I show you it?
Oh, please do. I love a letter game.
So, I took some bottle tops like this right here, and I wrote some letters on them.
Oh, I see.
And I just happened to have a copy machine at home, and I put them on the copy machine, and I made a copy of the letters.
Wow.
Right here. Yes. I'm going to move the butterfly over
I
to the side.
bet if boys and girls don't have a copy machine at home, maybe they could trace around it with their pencil.
Yes, so we could probably borrow one of Lemuel's pencils. And I'm going to hold, or you trace it.
Let me try. I'm going to hold it like this and go all the way around.
So we're making
my pencil.
like a shadow.
Look at that.
Oh, and then what letter would you write?
This is an X, so
It
I would
is.
write X.
Very good. Good job.
Isn't that
So
fun?
if you don't have a copy machine at home, you can do exactly what Candace did and trace it. So the letters have, or the tops have letters on, and I have to match them. So if I look right here, I know that that is the letter F. So I'm going to reach over, I'm going to find the F, and I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to match it up just like that.
Wow, you did a great job on that.
And then I see this letter right here, and I know that that letter is an E, and I'm going to look, and I'm going to find the letter E, and I'm going to put it right here on top of it, just like that. So I wonder, Candace, I have another way, but that other way is really hard. Do you have a little easier way?
Well, there are many ways to play this game. Let's look at another sheet.
Okay.
This one has all the letters on it.
It does.
So that way we have plenty of choices. And I can take the letters that I know. I already know this letter is A, and I can match it to the cap that has A and put it on top.
Oh, yes.
Isn't that fun?
That is.
And I also know this one, this is C, because C is for Candace. That's my letter. And it looks like that, so I can match it right there.
Oh, fun.
Isn't that fun?
Yes. But you know, sometimes I know that children, this might be too much for them.
Sure.
Because that's a lot of letters.
That is a lot of letters. So if I'm just practicing a few letters, I could use this sheet. It only has a few. So I could take those few that I'm working on, and I can match those up. There's my C for Candace. I can match that one.
Oh, yeah, that's much easier.
Boys and girls learn all different kinds of ways. So whatever way our friends are working on, that's how they can play the game.
I have a hard way. Can I show you one hard thing to do?
Well, let's see. Stretch those brains.
Okay, so on this sheet right here, we have missing letters.
Oh, wow.
And this one, we have to start at the beginning and we have to say the letter that comes next to find the letter that's missing.
Oh.
So this is A, and after A comes B. And I know that you have a B because I saw it.
I do have B, so it goes right there.
And then I could go back and start over. A, B, C, D.
I have that.
So we can do this. We can have missing letters also.
That is a really fun way to play, too.
So thank you for letting me share that with you and helping me find other ways to do that.
Thanks.
So Candace, we're gonna, before we reflect, I want us to, we've got a video.
Oh.
And the video is called Name This Object. And our friend Lydia,
Oh, I love her.
she's so sweet. She made a video using shadows that we have to guess what the shadows are.
Okay.
Are you ready to watch it?
I'm ready. Let's do
Okay,
it.
let's see. So there's a video. Oh, what do you think those are?
Well, she's kind of moving her hand back and forth.
Huh? It looked like scissors.
I think it was scissors.
Oh, that. Oh, he's putting it on his head.
Oh, that's a baseball cap.
Yes. My boys like to wear baseball caps.
Oh, so you recognize that.
Oh.
And I recognize that
What-
from dinner time.
What is it?
I think it's a fork.
Oh, he's eating.
Isn't that fun? Do you mean everything makes a shadow?
Well, if there's light,
Wow.
yes. You see there's sunlight and then she's showing objects.
Wow.
Oh, that object brushing the hair.
Oh, a hairbrush.
Yes.
Wow. That is really neat.
That is. Oh. Oh, huh. That almost looks like a hat, but it can't be a hat because we already had a hat. I wonder, I bet it was a boot.
Oh, he put it on his foot.
I think so.
I think you're right. What's that?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the children at home can help us. It almost looks like a squirrel on a tree.
I think you're right.
Huh,
That was interesting.
that was. So, look at there. A fun game that you can play at home. And it didn't even cost anything. They just went outside to their sidewalk and they made shadows and they
Pretty smart.
pretended.
I love it.
So, let's reflect on our question for the day. We talked about why do we see shadows? And we saw a video of Heinz talking about how he was running and how he had to have light to see his shadows. We talked about our vocabulary words. And you shared with us a Spanish word, a Spanish for our vocabulary word. Can you share with us again?
So for dark, we have oscura
Oscura,
or oscuro.
oscuro. Oh, and then sign language. I remember we closed the blinds.
Yes, very good.
Yes.
Great job.
And then pretend,
Yes, pretend we said was fingir.
fingir.
And to sign pretend, we held our thumb to our fingers and held them to our face. Tap, tap, tap.
Like this. And then we made a shadow box with Mr. Lemuel. And then you and I used the shadow box to retell, and we pretended.
That was a great story.
So I think when you're at home, you can go outside with your family, with your parent, and make some shadows. Try it and see. Until next time, farewell.
Friends, we hope you had fun today. Please join us again for some more adventures next time. For more family enrichment activities, visit our website at mdek4.2.org/ec. Farewell, farewell, friends today, friends that are here and far away. We have learned a lot through play about our theme and question of the day. Farewell, farewell, friends today. It's time to go till another day. Farewell.